Okay, we are. This is the moving in segment for the Downtown Woe blog once again. We are. You're looking at the reverse. We are at 875 Ouellette Avenue, and I'm with Mark Lalovich, who gave me a shout and let me know that there's yet another space. This is right across from the Windsor Public Library, obviously, and as soon as you come in the front doors, you have a door right here on the right. Mark, what's the story with this space?
Okay, Tom, what you have here is you've got a unit that used to be originally occupied by the Royal Bank going back some years ago. Since then, the Royal Bank left here, some 10, probably more, 12, 14 years ago, and they sublet the space at that point to Senator Pupatello, who had the front portion of this space for her constituency office.
So almost like a line was drawn here between these two spaces, and then Sandra Pupatello had the front with the window frontage that people probably.
The split was kind of along this column.
Yes.
And then from here back was not part of the deal. But then the Royal Bank lease expired, and basically their requirements here were done, or their obligations here were done. So the landlord took the unit back, and he basically opened it up. So what you have here now is a floor plate, which is what the Royal Bank had previously, or from the beginning. So you've got this as kind of open concept, customer reception.
Well, the front window space is great too.
Administration. You've got nice window areas here, and then the original office setups, the wall placements, anyways, are still where they were. We haven't changed any of that. You can see we've gutted some of the flooring, or torn up some of the flooring and opened it up. There is a nice plan to these offices with having complete window panes.
Yeah, these windows are incredible. Like as soon as I came in and we were looking at these, every single one of these office spaces, there's even some in the back here. There's two in the back here. They've all got this floor to ceiling glass. It's amazing.
And you've got the three along here. So we've been reluctant to demo that because it's a nice feature.
Yeah,
it can work very well for the next party. So again, you've got open area along here with that bank of offices, and then as you said, a couple more offices back here, and then you're at the back of the building. We're backing onto Lucier. The parking lot is right in behind. There's I think there's parking for about 35, 38 cars here on site. It's a gated parking setup, and then you have a little service entrance out the back.
Yeah.
And again, this would have been a kitchen.
Okay, right.
Staff room, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then every good bank has to have a vault.
No.
And this bank, this space has a vault. We have a light for you in there.
Oh, so mysterious. So this was a vault.
This was a vault.
So do you know the size of the space in there? Like what the square footage inside is?
Well, this is probably, about 7 by 9. So it's probably...
That's a unique space.
65 square feet, and it's a solid...
It's got, looks like it's got cabinets and stuff in there.
Yeah. And so that a very successful business that moves in here have a place to
store all their money safely. Now, what are we looking at for square footage? You said earlier it's pretty big.
It's about 2643 is the square footage here. Base rent is about $10 a foot. That's the asking rate.
Yeah.
Obviously, it needs to be improved. We're very happy to talk about turnkey improvements.
Yeah.
And negotiate that into the deal.
Which is a key, again, for the people who've seen the previous talks that we've done or the previous moving in segments. Like, landlords are willing to work with somebody who's willing to come into the space. So that's a key.
And you're looking at operating costs here, which are inclusive of utilities, which are probably... I don't have the number right off the top of my head, but probably somewhere around $8.50, $9 a foot. But that would be inclusive of utilities.
And that's a month?
Per square foot.
Yeah.
Okay. Then and again, the base rent here is about 10. But it's subject to negotiation, and they'll certainly look at a build-out package for the tenant as well. And you do have a really outstanding signage opportunity here, as you've identified already.
Yes.
You've got the library across the street, and you're just south of the sort of major part of downtown.
That's right.
But you got a great signage opportunity, and you have real nice exposure from this unit.
Oh, well, there you go. Again, something to keep your eyes peeled for if you're driving around. You know the library's coming up. Look the other direction, and you'll see 875 Ouellette. Thanks again, Mark, and we'll have some more spaces to look at soon.